the flu for Christmas, and I'm not feeling up to par. It increases my paranoia. Like I look in my mirror and see a police car, but I'm not giving in an inch to fear, 'cause I promised myself this year, yes I feel like I owe it to someone. Finally get myself together, I'm gonna get down to that sunny southern weather, and I'll find a place inside to laugh. Separate the wheat from the chaff. Yeah, I feel like I owe it to someone. From my basement, it's Tuesday Live. Hey, how's everybody doing tonight? It's a little Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young song to open there. Almost Cut My Hair. I thought it was an appropriate song for those of us growing the pandemic haircut, which I've been doing since actually before the pandemic started. I'm doing it mostly to just protect my hair guy, because I get my hair cut by a guy named Jerry, and he's in his 70s, I think. So I just thought, well, keep Jerry safe. I'm growing my hair long, so that's the reason I'm doing it. I kind of like it. It's about as long as I've ever had it in my life. So, and all these things. When my dad told me I couldn't cut my hair when I couldn't grow my hair when I was a younger kid. Now I can. But anyways, welcome to the show. Hope everybody's had a great week. I've had a pretty good one. You know, the weather was pretty good. It was a little miserable this morning, but it's cleared off again today. But boy, the forecast here in southern Ontario doesn't look really good. You know, there's rain almost every day in the forecast, like out the next 14 or so. Of course, who knows what'll happen. They only usually get it about 50% right if they're good. But anyways, we've got, put a little bit of rain doesn't hurt, because I know down eastern Ontario, I think it's drier down there. They're actually have burn bans in place already down some spots there. So that's not good either. So if you're new to the show, let us know where you're tuning in from. Introduce yourself. We have a fairly lively comment section here, and everybody's quite welcoming. In fact, I'm quite grateful for the fine community we've built around Tuesday Live here over the 57 episodes. Actually, this will be their 57th, so 56 we've done. We'll get 57 in tonight, let's hope. Glad you're all here. Glad you're here. Those folks who've been here for all 56, or if this is just your first, let us know where you're checking in from. Always nice to see where folks are coming from. I know there's some folks over on YouTube. It might be a little harder to comment over there. I don't know, but I think they show up here anyways. Most of you know that I had a little cardiac event back in November. Those folks were around the show, but feeling really good now, fully recovered. Keeping active and everything. But I was talking to I got into this cardiac rehab program, and had an opportunity to have a little telephone. Had a few telephone consultations with a kinesiologist, and he said, Rob, what you should really do. He's give me all sorts of things I should be doing, and said, Rob, what you should, the basic things, just get a sweat on, at least once a day, and that's that's probably pretty good advice. So when I got off the phone, I told Carol we're gonna have to buy a sauna. So anyways. I don't have a laugh track, so I can't laugh, but I hope everybody out there's having a good little giggle there. But anyways, I've got a great show tonight. We have on the show, we have some audience submitted spring images. If you remember from last week, I was asking folks to send in images of springtime in their area. So we got a few of those in, which is exciting. And I pulled together a few of my own as well. So looking forward to seeing some of those. We have Nick Boardman. The young up-and-coming country star, has another tune for us from his little cabin up there at Kinmount Way. Sandy McKay's back from the East Coast. Everybody loves Sandy. He's been on the show, probably one of the longest performers on the show, and certainly I would say, other than myself, has performed the most songs on here, so it's always fun to have Sandy back. Thanks, Sandy. He was having a little trouble last week with his phone, I think. He'd filled the memory up with all the videos he'd taken for the show, so he finally figured out, got that cleaned up, so we have Sandy back on the show, which is exciting. We also have, I know he's only been on a few shows, but he's become very popular with the Tuesday Live audience, and that's Jerry Wall, the folk singer from Eastern Ontario, from Ottawa, originally from Saskatchewan. And of course, we have Robbie O'Spoon here tonight to do some tunes for us. And we have Stan McCrae's amazing nature pictures as well. Looking forward to seeing those. And I have a special treat for those of you who want to check into the after party. I hope you saved the email from this morning, because there's a link in there that takes you to the Zoom after party. And Stan McCrae's going to be on the Zoom after party. He's coming out to talk about his photographs. I don't know about you, but I'm quite curious how Stan captures all those amazing shots. I'm sure he's just not driving along in his car, sees a hawk up in the tree or something, jumps out of the car and takes a shot. Although he probably does that a few times, but I'm sure there's a little bit more to it. So if you're interested in photography, if you're just interested in how Stan captures all those amazing images, come to the after party and we're going to chat with Stan. Very informal, just casual. Pour yourself a beverage and come chat for a while. And of course, I have the cheap Zoom plan, only 40 minutes, so it doesn't last that long. So I'd love to have you there if you can. Next week, before I forget. Next week, this is the 13th of April, so next week is the 20th of April, so it's 420. And I don't know if you know what that means, but it's a celebration of cannabis culture and all that sort of thing. So, and there's a lot of songs been written about that, so we're going to do a little special, little 420 special. So if you have any favorite songs in that genre, let us know, and we'll get them out to the various performers who play on the show, and get them to play a few songs. I'm sure I can talk Sandy and a few others into coming back and playing some songs on the 420 theme. So let us know about that. But anyways, in the meantime, let's head over to the Beatles tribute room and see what Willie's cooking up this week. Hey y'all, Willie here again. Good to see ya. Kind of nice weather there. Then it got a little cold and got a little wet again. Got a bit of a wet week going here, but that'll be good for the flowers, that's for sure, and get stuff going out there in the garden. Bring those dang rabbits back, though. I'm not looking forward to chasing them again this summer, but, well, we'll just have to give her a go at her. We'll just see, eh? But anyways, Rob said, Willie, do you know any songs about flowers? Because we're kind of doing a spring theme, and I thought, well, I think I know a few songs about flowers, but I'm trying to think of one. This is the only one that sort of came to mind, so I hope it's okay for you there, Rob. I hope nobody finds it too offensive or anything, because it's about dead flowers. sitting there in your silk upholstered chair, talking to some rich folk that you know. Well, I hope you won't see me in my ragged company. You know I could never be alone. Take me down, little Susie, take me down. I know you think you're the queen of the underground. You can send me dead flowers every morning. Send me dead flowers by the mail. Send me dead flowers to my wedding. And I won't forget to put roses on your grave. That's right. When you're sitting back in your rose pink Cadillac, making bets on Kentucky Derby Day, I'll be in my basement room with a needle and a spoon, and another girl to take my pain away. Take me down, little Susie, take me down. I know you think you're the queen of the underground. You can send me dead flowers every morning. Send me dead flowers by the mail. That's right. Send me dead flowers to my wedding. And I won't forget to put roses on your grave. Take me down, little Susie, take me down. I know you think you're the queen of the underground. You can send me dead flowers every morning. Send me dead flowers by U.S. mail. That's right. Say it with dead flowers at my wedding. And I won't forget to put roses on your grave. No, I won't forget to put roses on your grave. Well, hope y'all don't find that song a little too depressing. Thank you, Sandy and Bill, for sending those pictures of some lovely spring flowers, and Bill whipping up some of Pat Ricky Bobby's famous pierogies. Hope some other folks made them as well. I know I'm going to make some soon. Haven't got around to them yet, but got everything ready for it. Here's a little song Bobby McFerrin wrote. You might want to sing it note for note. Don't worry, I'll be happy. In every life we have some trouble, but when you worry you make it double. Don't worry, I'll be happy. Don't worry, 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 be happy. Ain't got no place to lay your head. Somebody came and took your bed. Don't worry, I'll be happy. A landlord says your rent is late, or he may have to litigate. But don't worry, I'll be happy. Look at me, I'm happy. Don't worry, be happy. Don't worry, be happy. Don't worry, be happy. Don't worry, be happy. Ain't got no cash, ain't got no style, ain't got no gal to make you smile. Don't worry, I'll be happy. 'Cause when you worry your face will frown, and that will bring everybody down. Don't worry, I'll be happy. Don't worry, be happy. Don't worry, be happy. Don't worry, be happy. Whistle along. Don't worry, be happy. Don't worry, be happy. Don't worry, don't do it. Be happy. Well, put a smile on your face. Don't bring everybody down. Oh, don't worry, it will soon pass, whatever it is. Don't worry, be happy. Don't worry, be happy. Isn't that an easy way to live? Just don't worry, be happy. What worry does nothing. Let's, speaking of happy people, let's send out to the East Coast to our friend Sandy McKay. If I get my buttons here. Oh, hold on, folks. There we go.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Rob. Happy Tuesday. Happy spring. Happy Easter. Happy green grass to you folks in Ontario. We just lost the last of our snow, and I hear you have green grass. I was talking to my folks today, and you got green grass there. Here's a Bob Dylan song. Ring them bells. you heathen from the city that dreams. Ring them bells from the sanctuary, cross the valleys and streams. Oh, it's deep and it's wide, and the world's on its side, and the time is running backwards, so is the bride. Ring them bells, St. Peter, where the four winds blow. Ring them bells with an iron hand, so the people will know. Oh, it's rush hour now, on the wheel and the plow, and the sun is going down upon the sacred cow. Ring them bells, sweet Martha, for the poor man's son. Ring them bells so the world will know that God is one. For the shepherd is asleep where the willows weep, and the mountains are filled with lost sheep. Ring them bells for the blind and the deaf. Ring them bells for all of us who are left. Ring them bells for the chosen few who will judge the many when the game is through. Ring them bells for the time that flies, for the time that flies when the innocents die. Ring them bells, St. Catherine, from the top of the room. Ring them bells from the fortress for the lilies that bloom. For the lines are long, and the fighting Lord is strong, and they're breaking down the difference between right and wrong, and they're breaking down the difference between right and wrong.
Thanks so much for that, Sandy. Great to have you back on the show again, and really looking forward to the time when we can play music together again. Sometime we're going to get down to the East Coast there, and maybe we get Sandy back here to Ontario, and we're going to do a bunch of Tuesday lives all over the place. I think once we can do that again, folks, which hopefully is going to be sooner than later if everything moves according to plan. Let's take it a little bit closer east here, out to out Kinmont way, where Nick Boardman and his sideman Johnny Lantang are hanging out in their little cabin ready to pick a tune for us. Here, let's send it over to Nick and Johnny.
Please don't think me lazy man, cause I've been sitting around all day with friends. I don't have much, but don't misunderstand. Just as I can tell stuff about to brew, cause there's thunder inside my mind, and there's lightning behind the cloud, and there's a lull and winter's dying now. Don't let it fool you, some ain't done, but water's rolling and my heart's gonna drown. The mountains willing like a flower, ain't counting no time. Well, that thunder in my head might go away. Yeah, very pain will flow back to sleep. You will come back while you say, and bring a stop to the rain and happiness to me. Now, if you don't come back, I'll be so grateful, and my storm can be over. The world would seem so mean and hateful, and I'll lay there on bed of death below her. And there's a lull and a wind is dying down. Don't let it fool you, some ain't done, but water's rolling and my heart's gonna drown. like a flower, ain't got no sign.
That was fantastic, Nick and Johnny. Don't forget, you can check out most of the artists that perform on Tuesday Live. We have a featured artists page on tuesdaylive.ca, and you can go there and check out the artists and go to links to find more of their music and more information about them, and find out what they're up to as well. So certainly worth checking out. We're going to head east down to a little farther east than we were actually in Kinmount, down to Eastern Ontario to Stan McRae's. Great set of pictures he's shared with us this week. And don't forget, Stan's going to be in the after party tonight, so check that out. And but here, meanwhile, let's check Stan's picks. Thanks for those pictures, Stan. Up in the morning, out on the job, work like the devil for my pay, and the lucky old sun ain't got nothing to do but roll around heaven all day. Fuss with my woman, toil for my kids, sweat till I'm wrinkled and gray. But the lucky old sun ain't got nothing to do but roll around heaven all day. Lord above, can't you see I'm crying? Tears are in my eyes. Send down a cloud with a silver lining. Take me to paradise. Show me that river, lead me across, take all my troubles away, and like that lucky old sun, I'll have nothing to do but roll around heaven classic Willie Nelson song, I believe. I actually learned from my bass player, Ranj Fedek, who was supposed to come on the show at some point in time, but not sure what happened to Ranj. He fell off the edge of the earth or something. We'll have to track him down. But anyways, folks, we do know over here, Willie over in the Beatles tribute room, I think, has another song for us. Hey, Willie! Hey, y'all, Willie here again. Got another song for you. I thought after that Dead Flowers song, I should maybe do something a little bit more up-tempo, at least a little bit more soothing music. So I thought, well, what kind of song could I do? And I thought, hey, I like that Bob Marley fella. He does some nice songs, and you know he's gone now, but I really like his music. And well, I ain't no Bob Marley, I'll tell you that, but I do one of his little up-tempo songs called, it's about birds singing, which is kind of a springtime thing, I guess, isn't it? It's called Three Little Birds. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright, that's right. Singing, don't worry about a thing, don't worry, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Rise up this morning, smiled with the rising sun. Three little birds perched by my doorstep, they're right there outside the shed, singing sweet, sweet songs, melodies pure and true, saying, this is my message to you. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright, that's right. Singing, don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright, it's gonna be alright. I was up this morning, I smiled with the rising sun. Three little birds perched by my doorstep, singing sweet, sweet songs, melodies pure and true, saying, this is my message to you. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Come on, sing along with me. Singing, don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. It's gonna be right. Let's sing that again. Singing, don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright, it is. Singing, don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Yeah, every little thing is gonna be alright, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright there, folks, don't worry. Those pictures were actually from Pat, Ricky, Bobby down in South North Carolina. And a few weeks back, of course, they're a little ahead of us there, but Pat, Ricky, Bobby sent those in, so thank you for that, Pat, Ricky, Bobby. I'm sure your rhubarb's up even further now. You've probably eaten rhubarb down in South North Carolina, but appreciate the spring pics from down there. This is a song that Fishy Fish originally, I think, requested, because he'd heard it when he was in a grocery store at the start of the pandemic. Thought it kind of fit with what everything was going on, so I'm going to play just because it's a good song. And I don't get to play much Chicago. Everybody needs a little time away, I heard her say, from each other. Even lovers need a holiday, far away from each other. Hold me now. It's hard for me to say I'm sorry, and I just want you to stay. And after all that we've been through, I will make it up to you, I promise to. And after all's been said and done, you're just a part of me I can't let go. Couldn't stand to be kept away just for the day from your body. Wouldn't want to be swept away, far away from the one that I love. Hold me now. It's hard for me to say I'm sorry, and I just want you to know. Hold me now. I really want to tell you I'm sorry, and I could never let you go. And after all that we've been through, I will make it up to you, I promise to. And after all's been said and done, just a part of me I can't let go. After all's been said and done, I will make it up to you, I promise to. To imagine all the horns there, the Chicago horns section. But thanks for those picks, Pat, Ricky, Bobby, and let's head back out east to see what Sandy McKay's cooking up.
Here's an old Woody Guthrie song I learned from a record that my father had. Now there's lots of folks back east, they say, leaving home nearly every day, taking the hot old dusty way to the California line. Across the desert sand they roll, they're getting out of that old dust bowl, think they're headed for a sugar bowl, but here's what they find. Police at the port of entry say, we are number 14,000 for a day. Hey, if you ain't got the dough, pay me, boy. You ain't got the dough, pay me. You'd better go back to beautiful Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Georgia, Tennessee. California is a garden of Eden. It's a paradise to live in or to see. But believe it or not, you won't find it so hard if you ain't got the do-re-mi. nobody harm. Take your vacation by the mountains or the sea. Don't swap your old cow for a car. You're better off staying right where you are. Better take this a little tip from me. 'Cause I look through the wall ads every day, and the only thing that the papers have to say is, hey, if you ain't got the do-re-mi, boy, you ain't got the do-re-mi, you better go back to beautiful Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Georgia, Tennessee. California is a garden of Eden. It's a paradise to live in or to see. But believe it or not, you won't find it so hot if you ain't got the do-re-mi. Boy, if you ain't got the do-re-mi.
It was fantastic picking and grinning there, Sandy. Appreciate a little bit of Woody Guthrie, one of my favorite folk singers of all time. Did a lot of great stuff. Fantastic biography of Woody Guthrie out there. I forget the author's name, but I've read it a couple times. It's amazing. If you're into Woody Guthrie, or even if you're just not into Woody Guthrie and want to learn more about a man in a very interesting time in America, it's a great story. But speaking of interesting characters, let's head over to Dublin, Ontario and check in with our favorite Irish fella, Robbie O'Spoon. Oh, well, hello everybody out there in internet land. It's Robbie O'Spoon here in Dublin, Ontario, having a grand old time, swilling the pigs and getting ready to plant some potatoes soon, I hope. But, you know, spring always brings back me memories of back home in Ireland. It's nice and green here in Ontario, but Ireland, it's a whole different colour of green, let me tell you. And I miss it back there, so hoping I can get me jab soon and get back to me ma and me 9 to 12 siblings back home. I miss them so terribly. I miss me pigs too, and I miss me potato patch. I miss me Guinness, as you know that. I'm not going to get into the Guinness because you know I like me Guinness. But anyways, Rob said he wanted songs about flowers. And I said, well, what songs do I know about flowers? And the only one I can think of is about a rose, but it's a bit of a sad song, but it's still about a flower, so I guess it'll have to do. So I'm going to give her a go and sing along if you know it. It's called Me Wild Irish Rose. Listen, I'll sing you a sweet little song of a flower that's now drooped and dead, yet dearer to me, yes, than all of its mates, though each holds aloft its proud head. 'Twas given to me by a girl that I know. Since we've met, oh, faith, I've known no repose. She is dearer by far than the world's brightest star, and I call her my wild Irish rose. My wild Irish rose, the sweetest flower that grows. You may search everywhere, but none can compare with my wild Irish rose. My wild Irish rose, the dearest flower that grows. And someday for my sake, she may let me take the bloom from my wild Irish rose. Oh, they may sing of their roses which by other names would smell just as sweetly, they say. But I know that my rose would never consent to have that sweet name taken away. Her glances are shy whene'er I pass by the bower where my true love grows. And my one wish has been that someday I may win the heart of my wild Irish rose. My wild Irish rose, the sweetest flower that grows. You may search everywhere, but none can compare with my wild Irish rose. My wild Irish rose, the dearest flower that grows. And someday for my sake she may let me take the bloom from my wild Irish rose. Slante. Corridors of sleep, past the shadows dark and deep, my mind dances and leaps in confusion. I don't know what is real, I can't touch what I feel, and I hide behind the shield of my illusion. So I'll continue to pretend that my life will never end, and the flowers never bend with the rainfall. The mirror on my wall casts an image dark and small, but I'm not sure at all it's my reflection. I'm blinded by the light of God and truth and right, and I wander in the night without direction. So I'll continue to pretend that my life will never end, and the flowers never bend with the rainfall. It don't matter if you're born to play the king or pawn, for the line is thinly drawn between joy and sorrow. So my fantasy becomes reality, and I must be what I must be and face tomorrow. So I'll continue to pretend that my life will never end, and the flowers never bend with the rainfall. It's a lovely little Paul Simon song from 1965, off one of his, I think his first album, in fact. And those were some pictures out of my spring flower collection. I have to admit, I cheated a little bit. They weren't all from this year, and some of them are actually from a springtime hike I did with my friends Peter and Cindy down in Tennessee in April a few years back. So some of those wildflowers, you may say, hey, I don't recognize those. There's sort of a cranesbill in there of a sort, and a few others as well. But and there are a few from out in Vancouver as well, magnolias and cherries. But always fun to enjoy the spring flowers wherever you are. And speaking of spring flowers, here's a autumn leaf falling off a tree, Willie Witherspoon. Hey y'all, Willie here again. Got another song for you. One more song tonight, I guess, before I head back out to the shed. And it's a song by that Fred Eaglesmith fella. I like a lot of his music. This one's called White Rose, and I believe it's about a filling station back in the day. We never had them down in North South Carolina, but I know they had them up here in Canada, I believe, and the song about a filling station closing. It's quite a good song, so you give her a listen if you remember the White Rose filling station, or even if you don't. Watch the day they paved the parking lot. Somebody held a ribbon up and then they cut it down. And that big white rose up on the sign was the innocence in all our lives. And you could see its neon light from half a mile out. Gas was 50 cents a gallon, and they put it in for you. They check your oil and pump your tires and wash your windows too. And we'd shine those cars as bright and go park underneath those lights. Stare out at the prairie sky, there was nothing else to do. Now there's plywood for glass, where the windows all got smashed. And there's just a chunk of concrete where those old pumps used to stand. There's a couple of cars half out of the ground, an old oil sign still spins round and round. But I guess a White Rose filling station's just a memory now. Would spend a couple of bucks just to meet the boys working at the pumps. They grow up and fell in love and they'd all move away. The strangers used to stop and ask how far they'd driven off the map. And then they built that overpass, now they stay out on the highway. And there's plywood for glass, where the windows all got smashed. And there's just a chunk of concrete, where the old pumps used to stand. There's a couple of cars half out of the ground, and that old oil sign spins around and round. But I guess a White Rose filling station's just a memory now. And that neon sign was the heart and soul of this old one-horse town. It's like it's lost its will to live the day they shut it down. 'Cause there's plywood for glass, where the windows all got smashed. And there's just a chunk of concrete, where these old pumps used to stand. There's a couple of cars half out of the ground, and an old oil sign spins around and round. And I guess a White Rose filling station's just a memory now. And I guess that the White Rose filling station's just a memory now. Well, thank you for that, Willie. Just like Willie, I asked him to play some songs about flowers, and he does one about the White Rose Filling Station, but it's a good song. We all like Fred Eaglesmith here at Tuesday Live, so I'm glad he could play that song for us. I saw that Holly checked in looking for Nick. Sorry you missed, if you're still out there, Holly, sorry you missed Nick, but you can, and this is advice for everyone out there, you can go back and watch the show if you missed it or parts of it, or you want to go back and re-listen to one of the songs. You can always on Facebook, I believe you just go to my Rob Spoon Music page and you should be able to find the video there, but it's also over on YouTube on Rob Spoon Music, and eventually I usually pop it up on the previous week's show. Is usually on the front page of tuesdaylive.ca too, so if you're looking for it, you can find it to see some of the archive. But of course, it's always much more fun to be here live. And thanks everybody who's been here tonight. I see I've seen some new names there. I saw Hetty. Hi Hetty, nice to have you with us on the show too. I know there's a lot of folks out there tonight watching, but I'm not sure I've seen you comment before, but I certainly appreciate you and everyone else in the audience. And quite excited now to introduce to you Jerry Wall, who's an alt-folk singer-songwriter based out of Ottawa, although grew up out on the prairies in Saskatchewan. You can certainly hear a bit of the prairies in his voice, and I noticed watching Jerry the last couple of weeks that he's got a bit of a pandemic hairdo going too. And here's Jerry with another one of his great songs. But if you want to check out Jerry's music, you can find him on Spotify, Apple Music, and you can also download his music from CD Baby. I think he's got 6 or 7 CDs out now. I know he's been quite a prolific songwriter and certainly spent a lot of time in the studio, put out some great music. So here we go, Jerry Wall with his song Burnt Root.
Well, I want to know that the time is right. I want to know who will be with you tonight. If the answers fit the question, baby, I will edit from the flow. I need to know which way the wind blows when I'm up on Burnt Root talking to you. When I'm in a situation, a crystal falling through. They say the times is easy when all it is slow. I the wind blows. Psychometry's a beauty to behold. You should play more music, Socrates was told. When I'm up on burnt road, talking to you. When I'm in a situation, a crystal balling too. They say the time is easy when all I use is slow, but I need to know which way the wind blows. Are you nothing more than what I thought was true? Am I something less than one thing more for you? As a matter of fact, I'm a seller and buyer. As a matter of faith, I'll be tending the fire. If the sun and the wind and the rain are in, what's keeping you still? Give me a word. You won't or you will. If the answers fit the questions, baby, I will eddy from the flow. But I need to know what I don't know.
Thanks so much for that, Jerry. Fantastic song, fantastic music. Thanks for sharing your talent with us. Hope to have Jerry back again very soon, maybe even next week. We'll have to see. Thanks to everybody who participated in tonight's show. Nick Boardman, Jonathan Tang for the great cabin music from up Kinmount Way. Sandy McKay, so grateful for his contributions. I saw Evelyn out there, Sandy's mom, and I assume Ken's watching too. Hi, you guys. Hope you're doing well. Sandy and Bill Hand for the flower pictures and the shoe picture in there too. I saw Sandy, lovely pair of spring shoes, and Bill making the pierogies. That was fun too. And speaking of pierogies, Pat Ricky Bobby, the pierogi king, for sending in some of his spring pics from South North Carolina, and also Stan McCrae for his photos. Join us at the after party tonight. Go back to your email with Stan McCrae, and then you can see Stan, and we're going to talk about photography. Jerry Walligan for the great original song. Karen Cantello and the entire Tuesday Live animation department for all the great work they do on those transitions and titles and things that we have on the show. And they're always working on new stuff, so stick around, folks. Come back next week and see what we might cook up. Our executive producer, Carol upstairs, who looks after everything in the head office and keeps everything rolling here at Tuesday Live. And thank you so much for watching tonight, everybody that's out there. David, I know David did a little bit of research there, got that Woody Guthrie book link up there, and I see Grandpa Chris is in there too, and Danny's there from the Bruce. Thank you, Danny, and Kathy, all the Kathys. We got a couple of Kathys out there, and Hetty, again, good to see you, and Bill and Sandy, everybody else that watches there, Pat, Ricky, Bobby. Don't forget to sign up for reminders at tuesdaylive.ca. And find out what's happening on the show ahead of time, and check out the website. We've got lots of great connections to all the artists there as well. Love to have you do that. Don't forget, next week we're going to do a 420 special, so if you have a favorite 420 song, send it in. And always enjoying this episode 57 in the books now, folks. That's fantastic. Having a great time with it. I'm just going to keep doing this till I stop, I guess. Till people stop watching, or people... till the pandemic ends. I think I'll keep it going past then. Let's hope this pandemic ends soon. Get your shot, folks, if you have the opportunity. I'm getting mine soon. So this is a song called Just Love and it's sort of the Tuesday Live theme. I'm going to play us out with it, sing along, whistle along, love along. Have a great time, folks, and see you at the after party with Stan or next week. Everybody needs a place to go, and everybody needs some way to know that they're just loved. Why do we hurt the ones we love? Why don't we lift them up instead of putting them down and just love? Deep inside every one of us, there's something brighter than gold waiting to shine out. We keep it covered up with a layer of clay. We've gotta start washing it off someday with just love. I'll only be here for a very short time, to lie in the sun and drink sweet wine and just love. I'll be here and then be gone. Instead of harsh words and singing sad songs, let's just love. Deep inside every one of us, there's something brighter than gold waiting to shine out. We keep it covered up with a layer of clay. We gotta start washing it off someday with just love. Just gonna do, and if you join with me, well, then we would make two. We need more giving, less taken away. If we start right now, we'll get there someday to just love. Find it in your heart if you look deep enough. You find the only thing that we really need now, it's just love. Hard to just love in a world full of hate. If we get started now, it won't be too late to just love. Deep inside every one of us, there's something brighter than gold waiting to shine out. We keep it covered up with a layer of clay. We gotta start washing it off someday with just love. Just love, just love, just love, just love, just love, just love. Just love. Love you all. See you next week, or I'll see you at the after party with Stan and talking pictures tonight. Have a good one, folks. stop at the light. A 5-liter Mustang pulls up on my right. He revs the gas, step on mine. I see the light changing, edge up to the line, but I'm a minivan man. I drive a minivan man, I'm a minivan man, I'm a minivan man. I'm doing what I can, but I'm just a minivan man. When I was young, I had a cool car, 67 Volvo, 4 on the floor. It wasn't real fast, but it sure sounded good. Little 4-cylinder under the hood. If I had some more money, get an SUV, 4-wheel drive. You better look out for me coming down the road about 8 feet tall. I spend most of my time just driving to the mall, 'cause I'm a minivan man. I drive a minivan man, I'm a minivan man, I'm a minivan man. I'm doing what I can, but I'm just a minivan man. I'm a minivan man. I got a house full of kids that gotta haul around. That old hatchback just goes up and down. I wish I had a van with room for just two. We go driving, just a me and you, but I'm a minivan man. I drive a minivan man, I'm a minivan man, I'm a minivan man. I'm doing what I can, but I'm just a minivan man. I'm a minivan man.